Good morning folks, right here on the planet, and this is me training for Berlin, the Berlin Marathon, the first major that I'll run in September, 21st of September I think it is, 2025, so about 5 months away. Today down at the track to do some 800s, so I'm going to get started on that very soon. 6:30, nice morning, very little wind. Can only feel the wind of running faster than it. So yeah, just going to do a very quick warm up. I've already had a little bit of a shake out at home. A bit more of a warm up, and then we'll get into the reps. So I haven't got a lot of time this morning, so let's just crack on and get into it. First of all, a big shout out to Gareth, Johnny Boy and Kenny down at Manchester this weekend running the Manchester Marathon. Sorry guys, I'm not there with you, but maybe another year in the future we'll be having a go. So conditions or anything like this, there should be a lot of good PRs in Manchester this weekend, and obviously we've got the London Marathon as well. So I'm not sure if I know anybody who's running that though. I'm sure somebody is. I'm sure we'll see something on Strava soon at some point. But yeah, just going to crack on with my warm up now. I'll speak to you in a bit. So there we go. That was 10 by 800s, somewhere around between about 3:15 and about 3:23ish or something like that, so rep times. So the 3 minutes per kilometre pace is what I try and push for, or have late trying to push for at the end. 3 minutes per kilometre, three minutes per rep, right? So yeah, pace wise comes in about somewhere around about 4:20 per kilometre ish. I think that's what I've seen on the watch, 4:20, 4:25 or something like that. So what that is what I've been trying to do is a bit of an adjustment route. So I've never heard about it in the UK, but I've known about it for a long time. Something that the Japanese runners do. There's probably some other runners that do it another place, and it might be called something slightly different, but in Japan they call it an adjustment route. So when you've got a race coming up, you may be just about to go on your taper, or you're in your taper, you adjust yourself to pace. So normally through marathon training you find most people do a lot of work at like slower than marathon pace, easy runs and stuff like that, and the longer runs, and they do track work and speed work, which is faster. You know, like for if you're going for a sub 3 marathon, a 4:15 pace, you want to adjust your pace to your track workout will probably be like 3:45 to 4 minutes per kilometre, or faster than that depending on who you are, and then maybe your tempos and your oh sorry, maybe your threshold works around about 4 minutes per kilometre. So you're working outside the extremes, you're on the extremes of what you're capable of or what you're trying to do in a marathon, what your marathon goal pace is. So an adjustment run is where you kind of do a workout like I've done today, but you're not pushing too hard and you're adjusting your legs to be used to that marathon goal pace speed. So that's kind of what I've done today. So just never really done it before, but something I've known about for a while. Some people I follow on Strava, they do those, and with obviously marathons coming up around the world at the moment, or they've already kind of started, haven't they? We're in that kind of spring season of marathons, or half marathons. Yeah, so yeah, kind of adjustment runs, probably not so much at the track, but I tend to do my track workout as a continuous workout of about 10 kilometers, if I'm doing a 10 by 800s or something like that. So the other, normally people will do these in kind of like 10k, 15k runs, and half marathon distance. You won't really see people doing adjustment runs up to the 40k longer than I do. Incidentally, does anybody know anybody else that does 40k long runs? A lot of training plans in the UK and the Western world, we don't do it, but I do a lot of 40k runs typically every other week in my training blocks, but nobody does it except they do it. The Japanese do it. They do a lot of it in Japan, for people who are trying to run up to those kind of 3:30 and 3 hour marathon times. Yeah, I wonder if anybody else does it, any other nationalities around the world. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it for today. I've got to get off to work, so thanks very much for watching. Once again, a big shout out to Gareth, Kenny and Jolly Boy down at Manchester this weekend, do the Manchester Marathon. Good luck, gents, hold your PB, and anybody else who's down there, help your PB as well. So like, if the conditions like they are today, absolutely perfect, overcast, no sun. We've had that in Manchester, you get that in Manchester a lot, so I'll be praying for you guys that you don't get that in Manchester on the weekend. So yeah, all the best, and we'll speak to you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.